looking at number 5, it says, if from ground level we toss a rock upward with a velocity of 30 feet per second, we can use elementary physics to show that the height in feet of the rock above the ground t seconds after the toss is given by the following equation. And they want us to use the calculator to plot the graph of s versus t. So I've done that already. And my window that I used was 0 to 3. So this is t, this is s, and this is going to be 0 to 3, and I went all the way up to 20. And my graph looked like this, so a parabola. It says, how high does the rock go? So I just basically need to do a calc maximum. So let me figure that out. Okay, so a calc maximum is going to get me 0.9375 and then 14.0625. Now, what they ask for specifically is how high does the rock go? So that would be the y value here. So I'm going to say that this is 14.06 feet high. Part C says, when does it strike the ground? So that's going to be right here. So I actually want to use calc 0. So if we do calc 0, then you should get 1.8750. And because they want when, that means they want the time, or the x value, or the t value actually. So this would be after 1.875 seconds. And then lastly, so this was part A. Lastly, for part D, it says, sketch the graph of the velocity of the rock versus time. So this is going to be another one of those corresponding velocity graphs. And I know I'm going to start out positive up here. So let me write this. This is the velocity starts, well, it actually starts out fast and positive because we are, the stone is being tossed upwards. So it's actually moving the fastest at the start, and then it's slowing down as gravity reacts to it. So this is going to be heading towards the axis, so it's slowing down, and then it hits the axis. This would be the peak, so that would be like up here where it's the peak. So this is the positive, it hits the peak, and then it's actually going to be negative. So this is where it comes back down. And because it's coming back down, that means the velocity is negative. So that's why it's below the axis, because this is decreasing. So it's negative. And then it's going to hit the ground and stay at rest. It's not going to go above or below. So I'm actually going to jump back up, and then it becomes a straight line on the axis. So this would be the rock on the ground. So again, we have the positive portion of our graph, which is here. We have the peak, which is here. And then we have the stone coming down, which corresponds to this. And then we have the stone on the ground technically here, which would be here.